What's going on, people? Back again with live unpopular opinions, and I'm sure there's going to be a few today, boy. Judging by the topics. Come on, bro. What are you saying?
Come on. What are you saying?
I am good, I'm good, bro. In from the gym, fresh. You get me, bro. I feel good. Ready to attack this.
You feel good because Man United had a perfect performance yesterday, innit? Oh my days! But anyway,
just sip my protein shake on that one. Like that. You know what I'm saying, boy? Jeez. It's a mad thing, bro. Sean Dyche, blood. Man, have to start on the Sean Dyche comments.
Yeah. So
we have to start on them. Do you know what I mean? Like, let everyone know roughly, what my man has said.
Yeah, like he didn't mince his words, but then again, he wasn't. I feel like it was a bit unfortunate for him. I don't know if anyone listening has checked it out, but what he basically said was, football's like any other business. That's what he said. In fact, that is what he said. And he used an analogy of a hedge fund, saying, if I'm a hedge fund manager and I'm a big hedge fund manager, should I have the job of bailing out smaller hedge funds along those lines? And basically, he's going on the judgment that, look, he gets other clubs are in disarray, but, this is a business and this is competition. And this is like any other sector that we live in. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, a lot of fans have got upset about that, saying Sean Dyche shouldn't be saying that because football's not like any other business, isn't it? So, yeah, it's a mad one. What do you think about the comments?
Bro, football is not like any other business. The reason why a lot of football clubs are treating football like every other business, they're losing fans, isn't it? Like, football is meant to be like a community thing. Like, the whole point of supporting a football club has a tribal element to it. When you're just like, yo, it's a business now, it even further alienates football clubs away from the average fan, innit? And I feel like comments like that shows you that Sean Dyche don't understand what football means to the average man, bro. He doesn't. Either he doesn't understand or he just simply doesn't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Either one is dangerous, innit? Because he's a football manager. So
it's mad because I'm surprised to hear that from someone like Sean Dyche. Like, I didn't expect.
He manages a team as well that rely heavily on their fans. Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say that here's the interesting part in it. There's a lot of people online, especially even some people in this chat now, that are saying technically he ain't lying. But I think this is the unfortunate scenario of the situation that because what he's saying is, unfortunately and sadly, what's wrong with football at the moment. Because a lot of clubs now, you're right, they are probably teams that big clubs are probably looking at some clubs going out of business. Obviously, I think Macclesfield is about to go out of business now because I know we just had 24 hours ago, we just had that news that basically football fans are not coming back, which we'll touch on in a second. But like, it's kind of like, bro, these clubs can easily shell out a couple of M to those smaller clubs, innit? But they don't want to. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reality. They don't want to do it.
And it's bullshit. Because you know why it's bullshit? A lot of these bigger clubs, rely on these smaller clubs almost doing their scouting for them and almost doing their prep for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many of these bigger clubs are going to local teams, taking players? You think that Man United's academy aren't going to Oldham, and taking their players?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Of course they are.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the scouting with these little clubs as well, and also what they put into into these players, they probably put more into these players because they know they just need to sell one player to a big club, and they've covered their expenses for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why bigger clubs can't bail these clubs out and then have an agreement in place. So they say, you know what, we'll give you this money, but I want first dibs on this player, or I want to just give us a couple of your lads or whatever, bro. Like, there's a reason why you need these things. And also, just as a footballer, as a young footballer, bro, if there's less options for you to go, then it just fucks up everything, bro. Do you know what I mean? It fucks up everything if there's less options. If you're losing your Ryman clubs, if you're losing your League 2 clubs, if you're losing your League 1 clubs, so that means what? If you're not good enough to be a Premier League player, then what happens? I mean, what? You're just not going to play football, bruv. Like, it just fucks up the whole thing.
It's just sad, the whole thing. Like, and there is no real way out for these smaller clubs apart from a cup run, which makes them a lot of money, or selling a big player. Do you know what I'm saying? That will come good. And it's like, it's unfortunate because when you think of the disparity, it's like flipping 1 week's wages of Alexis Sanchez last year would bail out Macclesfield. Macclesfield literally just need 500k. That's what they need, basically.
500k is a player's wages.
Bro, that's a player's wages. Do you know what I'm saying? That's Luke Shaw for a month. Or how long? Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad. So that's
it's less than Luke Shaw's month wages. It's like 2 weeks' wages for him almost. Like
exactly.
3 weeks.
Exactly. That's look at the gap. The gap of a big team to a smaller team is mad. It's crazy now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when we were like 10, 15 years ago, the wages weren't that out of hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The wages were nothing that mad. Like, yeah, players were still making 50, 60, 70k a week. Yeah. But now it's like the average player's on 100 plus.
Yeah.
Bro, 100 or 200k for these clubs will be like heaven for them. Do you know what I mean? And then, but here's the problem, innit? It's like Ed Woodward or all of these other chairmen, because I know we're going to talk about chairmen today, but like these men are not looking like we need to care about these men. That just shows the ruthlessness of some of these clubs and some of these directors within the clubs. They don't care. As long as they're good and rich and happy and they're players and they think that their fans are happy, they're good.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. And that is why fans are losing a connection with the football clubs, because this is how they all run, and they don't even care about the fans, bro. When my man say that, like, you just got to look at United at the moment. They don't give a shit about the fans.
No,
I'm saying them man are putting out all this PR crap here, saying, "Oh, guys, you don't understand how hard it is with COVID and just that and the other, bro." So how come everyone else is doing just fine, and you have more money than all of them? Like, don't tell me how hard it is when I'm seeing Everton out here signing players. When I see Wolves out here signing man from Barcelona. Bro, don't tell me about how hard this market is, bro. When everyone is navigating this market fine.
100%. And what upsets me the most about Ed Woodward, is that, like, I would probably rather someone like Kroenke be in a sense of, at least Kroenke is clear he don't care, innit? Man don't turn up to no games. He don't come out, blah, blah, blah. Bro, Ed Wood was in the stands every week like he cares.
Yeah, you don't care.
You either do not understand the game at all, fundamentally, or you are just doing it all for show.
Facts.
At least man like Stan Kroenke keeps it 100, innit? Man ain't even flying to the UK. Man don't care.
American football, that's what man cares about.
Do you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem, innit? It's that facade, innit? And obviously, I know you saw the Patrice Evra rant couple of days ago, and you know what I'm saying, and now it's getting to the point that even the ambassadors of Manchester United are now speaking out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's getting that bad now.
Yeah, but they took their time. You know what I mean? They took their time in it, and the thing is, it's funny because, like I said before, I said everything that Patrice Evra said years ago. A man was saying, "Oh, you're so negative, this, that, and the other," and now he's saying it.
I said it. Everyone's saying hero.
Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he's such a hero," and that. But whatever, in it. No, there's nothing he said that hasn't been said before. Yeah. But the fact is, they've broken Patrice Evra, innit? Mr. Positive on social media all the time. So from he's broken and he's gotten to the point where he's like, screw the club. I don't even want to work with you, man, no more. I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? That tells you, innit? And he loves the football club. But guess what? All of us here were supporting Manchester United before him.
100%.
You know them, man. So if they've broken him, imagine how we feel. 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? But then we're not doing nothing about it. So it's like they're going to continue to abuse us, innit? And that's what they've been doing. They've been abusing the fans. That's what it is. Like, there's no other word for it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv, it's just one of them things where you look at it now and that makes you think, like, what makes a good chairman, innit? What makes a good chairman? Because like you said, they asked who's the best chairman in the league. Everyone was throwing shit at everyone that they announced. And it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I genuinely do not know who the best chairman is in the league, innit? Especially if you look at the top, I don't know, if you look at the top 10 clubs in the league, it's hard to say, innit? And I think a lot of fans are short-term, innit? Short-minded. I even remember, even if you don't look at the top 10, even if you look at a team like Leeds, I remember when their chairman was set, he was getting rid of managers left, right, and center. Literally, like every 3 or 4 months, just getting rid of them, innit? And I remember the Leeds fans. I know a couple of Leeds fans, innit, saying how much they hate the chairman. But all of a sudden now, he gets a good manager in, and they have 2 good years, and all of a sudden, they like him. Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of fans, don't get twisted, are short. They're short-minded. They're small-minded with that whole idea of chairman. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like if Sancho comes in now, if you get Sancho and we get Upamecano, let's say it's never going to happen, but in the next week, all of a sudden no one's going to be criticizing or cussing the board. But this is the problem. This is a long-term issue. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the majority of football fans, are short-sighted, innit? That's just what it is. And because of that, that's why the Glazers keep getting away with things. Because what will happen is, like, remember, there was meant to be a walkout and then they signed Bruno. Then everyone decided to stay and watch. You know, the ones that, but this is what these men are on. These men are not serious. I don't rate them.
Yeah.
I don't rate these men. That's why when a lot of these men are going on like they care, you don't really care, innit? Because people that really care are the ones that are really angry, bruv. All the men that you're saying are negative and aren't real fans, these are the men that care more than you, bruv. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So you're allowing these things to happen. It's that simple. For me, the best run club in the Premier League is Southampton. And the reason why I say Southampton, why do they always keep getting good managers, bro? Why do they always keep signing good players? Like, why does it happen, bro? Southampton, when I was growing up, used to be a Premier League team. Do you know what I'm saying? They went down, come back up, and since they've come back up, their men have had Pochettino, they've had Koeman, they've now got another brilliant manager. They've had Sadio Mane, they've had Virgil van Dijk, they've had Tadic, they've had all of these ballers, bro. All of these ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? They had Gareth Bale. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these men are proper, bro. They had Theo Walcott and so on and so forth, blood. Most of these top ballers, Adam Lallana and all of these, man, Luke Shaw came from there. The Southampton, bro. They keep bringing in good managers. This Southampton manager is probably going to be at Southampton for one more season and someone will take him. And then they'll find another good manager and they'll keep going. Do you know what I'm saying?
Don't get twisted. It's not just a lot of people when they talk about good chairman, they instantly pin it to, all right, which players did they bring in? How much money did they spend? But it's not just that. It's also managers as well. Which managers did you manage to attract? Which managers did you bring in to the team? What's your academy look like? Do you know what I'm saying? What's your stability of the club looking like? Do you know what I'm saying? All of these factors, they all matter. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know Southampton's a good shout. My shout is Leicester, to be honest, yeah.
They're up there. They're up there for sure.
The way that they run, look, they get rid of Chilwell again, bro. They've sold Chilwell and flipping Maguire for a combined like 130 M's, yeah. And they've not really gone down in class. Like if that was any other smaller club that lost their two best players like that, let's not forget they lost Kante and Mahrez over the last 3 years as well, yeah. Bro, they're still up there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're still up there. They brought in Tony Castagna, who's a double-footed fullback, for half the price that the Chilwell costs. Bro, he's already putting up numbers. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a brilliant shout.
Simple. Someone gets sold, quality comes in. Done.
Yep.
Done. No hype, none of this rubbish. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why it's so complicated. Man United seems to get rid of certain players and then they don't feel it, or there's clear weaknesses in the team for 2 or 3 years.
Bro, United haven't replaced CR7, bro. We had David Beckham, then we swapped him with Ronaldo, then we swapped Ronaldo with Antonio Valencia and replaced Antonio Valencia with Daniel James.
Bro, that summed it up. And that's it. I remember, bro, a couple of days ago, there was a few Man United fans were making jokes about, which was true by the way, about how Gareth Bale just got backfilled into the role that he left at Spurs. Like literally, Spurs never replaced him, but we're the same with Ronaldo. Don't get it twisted. Like we haven't replaced him since he's left. We haven't replaced him with the same level of quality at all.
Yep, but that's it. So when you look at Manchester United, they only replaced Gary Neville with Wan-Bissaka. They still haven't replaced Patrice Evra.
How long did that take?
Exactly. They still haven't replaced Vidic or Ferdinand because Chris Smalling and Phil Jones got promoted on a technicality. They were backup players and then we just didn't replace them and we just promoted them. So we haven't replaced Vidic or Ferdinand. Roy Keane was replaced by Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick has not been replaced.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Ryan Giggs has not been replaced.
It's just the same.
Marcus Rashford was Ryan Giggs' left-sided replacement, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he was promoted. We didn't buy no one. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, Robin van Persie's left. I mean, we've got Tony now. Tony's a bad man, so cool. But bruv, most of these men have not been replaced.
Mm.
Most of them have not been replaced. Ronaldo's replacement was meant to be Wilfred Zaha, and then the club got rid of him. And now look what Wilf's doing. We can do with him now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? So, bro, the clubs are shambles. Why is it that Liverpool can sell Raheem Sterling, Luis Suarez, Philip Coutinho, and replace them to win the fucking Champions League? Coutinho left Liverpool to win the Champions League, and they won it before him.
But I feel like there's an aspect. That's what I'm saying. I feel there's an aspect of Man United's philosophy was, or in their heads, they thought what was smart was that we can get rid of these players, yeah, and then we can replace them with 4 or 5 players that are okay, that are upcoming. Bro, that's the problem in it. You're just filling it with nonsense. You're filling it with players that could be good. And really, what should have happened is if you lose a player of these sort of statures that you're talking about, you need to replace them with a player of that stature. Stop trying to fill it with 4 or 5 men that could come in and do a job, bro. It's not good enough, innit? We tried to fill it up with 3 or 4 men that tried to equal that talent of Van Persie or that talent of Ronaldo. You need to just replace him with the quality of that player, 1 for 1, like what Chilwell for Castagna. 1 for 1, simple. Keep it simple. Unless the whole philosophy. Which
Bayern Munich replaced Robin and Ribéry with Gnabry and Leroy Sané. Done, bro.
Done. And I guarantee before Lewandowski and Muller is getting old and dead out, they'll have
Haaland in there to replace Lewandowski.
Straight up.
That's what they're gonna do.
They're not gonna wait or buy 3 or 4 flipping, I don't know, David Bellions and that to replace them. They're not gonna do that. But anyway,
this is it. So United are on some joke thing. They're not the only one, but when you look at how a club has run, you have to look at not just the players they sign, the managers they bring in, how they sell players and how much money they make on their players as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Liverpool aren't a small club. They're a massive club, but they still get premium for their players, bro.
Yeah.
They get premium. They sold Coutinho for over 100 million.
Yeah, 125 or something.
Exactly. And they brought in Van Dijk and a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Well-run team. Now they've just got Jota in. They've just got Thiago in for no money as well. If United went in for Thiago, they would have probably ended up paying 15 million more because they can't negotiate anything, and probably ended up paying more wages as well.
Definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So when you look at that, and then they're saying that they're in for Sarr as well, bro. Yeah. Joke thing if they get him as well.
Do you think it would help that that Woodward talks to the press or does more interviews to explain himself more? Because obviously more chairman these days. Look, you got the Leeds chairman who talks more. Man City's chairman talks. I know the Leicester one used to a lot. Bro, a lot of these clubs, even the bad ones, even Mike Ashley, you hear more from. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like Ed Woodward, bro. We don't hear anything from him. So it's almost like I don't know why people is never going to understand his way of thinking if he doesn't start explaining himself, innit? How he's making these decisions, why he's choosing to make these decisions.
He can't explain himself because he doesn't know what he's fucking doing, mate. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Ed Woodward is a twat. That's what he is. I heard he put his house up for sale as well because the man them are just onto it. You know, like that. And honestly, he's not a football man. He actually helped broker the deal for the Glazers, yeah, to buy the club in the first place. He's a money man, innit? So they trust him. That's all it is. He doesn't know what he's doing. Matt Judge is crap as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The whole thing's a joke. You know what I mean? The whole United setup is a joke and needs to be binned.
The only part that Man United's always had on point is the PR. Always on point.
Exactly. But the thing is, Manchester United sells itself. So I can't even give Ed Woodward too much credit for that. Who can't sell Manchester United?
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest brands in the world, bro.
Yeah.
Like, who can't sell that? Like, honestly. So really, United sells itself, innit, with all the history that it's got. So Ed Woodward, it's not these guys coming out saying, "Oh, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard." Tell us why it's hard, then, bruv, so we can tell you you're chatting shit. Because it's not hard for Liverpool. They're man about to get 19 million for Ryan Brewster, bruv, who's done nothing in.
Man played like 3 Premier League games or something.
He's done nothing in big man's football, and they're gonna get 19 million for him. I don't care how many years they get that over. Yeah, that's a great piece of business.
100%.
And with that 19 million, they'll bring in Saar, who's ready to come and play now. That's how Liverpool are run. And man are making excuses for United.
Trust me. The sad part about it is that look, Man United should be looking at challenging in terms of when we're comparing and we're having these conversations, we should be comparing it to Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City. But sadly, even Everton, Spurs, and Arsenal are now better in the transfer window market than we are now. Even them three.
Yep. Even
Wolves. Do you know what I'm saying? Wolves are doing, in relative terms, they're even doing what they need to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Somehow Manchester United are the only club out of the top 10 that are not improving in any way, shape, or form. We're not changing our ways. We're not realizing our mistakes. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not. Arsenal and Spurs are a better outfit now than they were a year ago in terms of their squad, or they look like he's trying to make differences and changes. Everton the same, Leicester the same. But Man United, like, we still got the deadwood on the bench. We still have bro. But like I said, I don't know what conversations are being had. We're never going to really know, for at least for now. We don't know if Ole's going to Woodward. We don't know what the conversations are like. We don't know how aggressive it is. Maybe I know Ole's coming out to the press now and saying more that he wants more. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what Ole's way of thinking is in terms of who needs to come in and who doesn't. And I feel like it does sometimes stem from the manager adding pressure. I know Mourinho and LVG would have tried that in the past, didn't it? And it didn't work out. Moyes even maybe have tried it in the past. It didn't work out. But I do feel that Ole needs to now add some certain amount of pressure, like other clubs' pressure, because I know Arteta would have done the same at Arsenal. I know Mourinho is doing the same at Spurs, to force some of this money to be spent. It has
the
to
thing
be
with Ole, though, it's like, cool, you can say that you need players when you've lost, bruv, but the reason why you lost is because you're shit. It's got nothing to do with not having players. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Even when we win, you should still be saying we need more players. Don't just say we need more players because you've lost to try and cover up the fact that you got it tactically wrong against Crystal Palace. Don't talk about players then. You should be talking about players all the time because United are short, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're also short of a good manager. But
I think that's the problem, man.
This is the problem. Why does he always talk about players when we're losing?
Because the problem is that this club, these players, as much as people keep saying, "Oh, we need Sancho, we need this, we need that," or that, this club is still good enough to win. We should have clapped up Palace, for example.
Bro, Rashford, Greenwood, and flipping and Martial scored as many goals as the Liverpool front three last season. So man could talk about Sancho all you want.
I think they even scored 1 or 2 more.
I think they scored more, but I'm saying as many as because I'm not sure what they finished on. But the facts are they scored enough. There's enough goals in this team that man should be beating Crystal Palace. Right. So don't tell me about players. We're 1 or 2 short. Don't tell me that now.
These times when we're getting bossed around by James McCarthy and that. Again, but this is what I'm saying. I always say this as well, bro. This is what annoys me when we'll lose to Palace and then we'll lose to Burnley, and then the first reaction of fans and the first reaction of the manager would be, oh yeah, we need. If we had Sancho, if the board gave us Sancho, then we would have won that game, bro. You got three of the best young three in the world up top, and you got 2 top class / world class centre midfielders. If we can't utilize them 5 to win games like that, then I don't know. Then that means it's a coaching fault or it's a system fault. Yeah, because that's the difference between getting the most out of teams. Which Brendan Rodgers, Hassan Hootel, you can see these men are getting the most. Even Roy Hodgson, he's getting the most out of his side. Yeah, like this man for 3 years, basically didn't have a striker in the squad. Man just had Benteke, who didn't even start, who scored 2 or 3 goals a year and my man's still comfortably stayed up every year. Do you know how many months Zaha didn't even perform of the last couple of years? It's not even like it relied on Zaha, like how Aubameyang got Arsenal out of trouble every week, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
Zaha's not been getting Palace out of trouble like that for the last couple of years. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, I used to see Palace's result, and I'd be like, "How many goals did Zaha score?" That would be my question before I even see it, bro. He's made a system where he's not relying on Zaha anymore like that.
Yeah, the Zaha and Balassi days, blood. That was when them two were carrying Palace.
Straight up. And now Roy Hodgson shows a good manager that's implemented a system into the team where that team now can just still bad man up.
Yeah.
They can still win.
Yep.
It's mad. It's mad. It's just upsetting it's upsetting to talk about, innit? But obviously we win 3-0 and everything's happy-go-lucky again, innit? So
yeah, facts. Man City Oli would turn Sancho into El Mohammedi, blood. Fam, big up Mr. A as well, blood. I need to watch that as well, bro. I got a meeting later, but I need to I think that's in my watch laters on YouTube. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that. And Vuj is my guy. Big up Vuj as well. You get me? So yeah, man's gonna be watching that. But no, it's true. Like the whole thing is a joke. You man, make sure you slap the like button. We're 1.2k people watching, man. Get them likes up. We should have hit 500 by now.
100.
Like, come on, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And man was saying, yeah, Semedo's joined Wolves from Barcelona. Certain man are saying, oh, Semedo flopped at Barcelona. Did he?
Again, this is the problem, innit? Anyone who leaves Barcelona flopped. Like, Semedo flopped at Barcelona. Like, all these people who are saying that are people who just watched Semedo get batted up in the Champions League in the last couple of rounds, innit? That's it. But the reality is, obviously he didn't work for Barcelona, innit? He didn't fit, and he probably wasn't good enough. But end of the day, they still got a top, bro. From their perspective, it's a great signing, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So this is a move that I'm looking at Semedo and I'm wondering how many fullbacks in the league are actually better than him. There's probably only a handful. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, it's one of them same things that I think someone said about Thiago, saying that he can't hack it in the Premier League. I know people said Semedo couldn't hack it he wouldn't be able to hack it in the Premier League. It's too quick for him, bro. Yeah. Let's see in it.
They said that about James Rodriguez, bro. Too physical, too fast for him. This geezer's walking around with a Cuban blood. You know what I'm saying? And fucking Gucci flip-flops and dominating games, bro.
He's not started yet,
and he hasn't even started yet. You wait till we get into like November time when man's fully acclimatized to the Premier League, what this guy's going to be doing to guys.
These times he's finished just because he had a couple of years underperforming, but
underperforming and winning trophies.
But you forget how many players in the Premier League underperform for 2 or 3 years, but yet no one says they're finished.
Yep.
They're still even getting into the England teams. So let's keep it real. Do you know what I'm saying? That happens all the time. So give respect to them. Everyone has dips in form, innit? There's only 2 or 3 players that we've ever seen and probably will ever see that every year is world class, innit? And that's Messi, Ronaldo, and maybe a couple more, innit? Everyone else has bad seasons. Maybe even 2 bad seasons. Everyone does.
Facts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that Semedo would be a good sign. And also for the money that they're getting him, it shows you this bullshit about this United premium and that it doesn't exist, bro. Because there wasn't a Man United premium when we had David Gill.
No.
We got Wayne Rooney for £30 million. There was no Man United premium. There wasn't one. The United premium came in when Ed Woodward came out saying we can do things that other clubs can't do and started fucking showing man's turnover every 5 minutes. That's when the United premium came from. Do you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't always there. So let's not make excuses for these, man. They fucked us royally. The reason why teams don't take us seriously is because they know that Ed Woodward doesn't know what he's doing. So they know they can get an extra 20, 30, 40 grand a week out of the club for their player. Teams know that we can get an extra 15 million out of the club on the transfer free because these men do not know what they're doing. They think spending more money makes a statement to people, but in reality, it doesn't, bro. I mean, Chelsea have peas, bro. Look at their owner.
Yeah.
And they got fucking Kai Havertz, yeah, who was quoted. They wanted over 100 million for him, and they ended up paying, what, 70 something?
70 something, yeah.
70 something. So they managed to get at least 25 million off the transfer fee, and they're not paying it all up front either.
But what's good about Chelsea is that they, even when Roman Abramovich isn't in the country, they've got football people who understand football in and around him, who's helping negotiate and make these decisions. Do you know what I'm saying? Abramovich is putting up the money, but he's got a good team of people around him that understand the game, like at the core. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas Manchester United is just they're a franchise. Do you know what I'm saying? Manchester United is just a business. That's it. It's a business.
That's it. This is it, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I don't even know what to say with what to expect for the next coming week. I've actually stopped expecting anything from Man United in terms of who we're going to bring in. If anything, I'm looking at this club, the signings now, and I'm not even the signings, the lineup, and I'm thinking where can we finish with this squad this season? Because we might not bring in anyone. Do you know what I mean?
I have no idea. Big up my man in Melbourne as well. Let us know where you're watching from, guys. Smash the like button as well. Over 1,200 in here, bruv. Let's get up to 500 likes. Mods, step it up. You know them ones there. What's this guy saying? This squad isn't fit. You guys are getting too negative on Oli. The guy overachieved. Yes, he did overachieve. Hopefully. That's why we should have sacked him after we got third place. You know them ones. Poch got Tottenham to a Champions League final and got sacked the following season. You know what I mean? Duncan Ferguson came in as interim, went on a good run, and then got sacked for fucking Carlo Ancelotti, blood. So what, Everton are more ambitious than Man United?
Bro, you summed it up. It's standards, isn't it? These times, Barcelona would get in the semi-final or the quarter-final of the Champions League and finish second and still sack their manager in no time. I'm not comparing Oli to that manager, by the way, because he is trash. But I'm saying for over the last 10, 15 years, they do that. Do you know what I'm saying? PSG, if you don't get far in the Champions League, you're sacked. It don't matter if you win the league by landslide. And I'm not saying, I know the Premier League's more competitive, but Manchester United need to bring the standards back to Man United, isn't it? Like, that's even part of the rant that everyone was even talking about. The standards of the club has gone down. Do you know what I'm saying? Manchester United should make it so it's unacceptable. Bro, if you're not anywhere near the title race by a certain period of time, you're under pressure. Bro, it should be like the flipping FM game, like when the board's even talking, bro. Like, I'll come down, bro. If Manchester United is ever in a position, especially after you've been at the club for a couple of years, so you can't say you've just joined the club. If you're 25 points from the top by January, bro, if I'm one of the board team, I'm coming out and I'm saying, he'll be under a little bit of pressure now. Standard.
Facts.
Pressure makes diamonds, man. Like, come on. That's it. Like, you're under pressure. The manager should be under pressure, of course, understandably. I'll say it in a nice way, and I'll say it in a very nice way publicly. Oli, if you don't sort it out, you're sacked.
Yep.
Simple. Like, it's not acceptable.
But this is it. Like, man need to stop making excuses for this Donny. I keep telling people, whether you like him or not, if you're telling me, that he's overachieving with the group of players he's got, then you're mad, innit? You're mad. Man that overachieved was Wilder, bruv, at Sheffield United. For he to even be where he was before lockdown is overachieving massively. Wolves were overachieving last season. Tottenham and Arsenal were underachieving. Man United were underachieving, bro. Like, how many times did Chelsea were underachieving? How many times did Chelsea drop points and we couldn't capitalize?
Yeah.
How many times?
Too many times.
The Premier League was rotten last season. The reason why Man United finished third is because we got very lucky that everyone else around us kept fumbling the bag. But we were shite, bruv. We went on an unbeaten run and didn't even change position.
Yeah.
In the league. Man went unbeaten for double figures games and that, and then didn't move.
Oli at the wheel.
Bruv. My man said he's in the toilet watching this at work. Top man. You know them, man.
Them on.
You know, like that. That's just what it is, bro. United are on a joke thing, bruv. And the thing is, when you compare them to other clubs, not even top clubs, just compare them to other clubs. They're not run well. The PR, they spend more money on trying to cover up their fuck-ups, than actually trying to fix them.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
It is. Listen, it was just such a massive risk in it, like, as well, bringing in Oli to the job. Like, it was just a complete risk. When you look at it, you know, when the man them is bantering, even Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans who have similar-ish managers in Lampard and Arteta in terms of they're newish to the Premier League, they've not really had that much experience. Bro, even when you compare it, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue because Ole's been doing this for 10 years. Do you know what I'm saying? And the step up to the Manchester United from where he came from is so big. He does need a time to settle in, but we don't have time for that. That's the problem. So this is why I don't hate Ole as a person, but I understand he's trying his best. But
did Ancelotti need time to settle in?
Exactly. Yeah, but it's the thing. But
because he's a good manager.
He's a good manager. This is what I'm saying. So Ole needed to take his craft somewhere else. And I said this when Ole got the job. I said the difference with him. I remember Steven Gerrard. Yeah, when Gerrard got the when Gerrard had a good season at Rangers, and even before he joined Rangers, but as well as he constantly keeps getting asked, would you take a job at Liverpool? And I remember he constantly says, I'm not ready. I said, even if Klopp leaves today, I can't take that job. I love the club too much.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take it yet. I'm not ready. And he admits that. So he's focusing his craft, and he'll probably be next up to Klopp, or he'll go somewhere else. But we know Gerrard at some point will manage Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying?
At some point, yeah, because Bobby Souness can do it. Gerrard will definitely do it.
Exactly. But he understands he's got to master his craft first. Like, he's got to get good first. And Ole, if he really loved the club, if he really loved it like he said he did,
you did.
When he got the job even when he got the offer from Mold, he should have been like, bro, I'll take the assistant role.
Yeah.
I can't take that.
Yeah, what made him think that he was ready from Mulder?
That's it.
What made him even think that he was ready? You know them ones. That's a madness. And he didn't even have that amount of confidence as a footballer, or else he would have left Man United and gone somewhere where he can fucking start. Absolutely. You know them ones. Like, he didn't even have that much confidence in his own ability as a footballer, yeah, or else he would have been thinking, you know what, bruv? I should be starting somewhere. I don't know anyone that spent their whole career as a substitute. Even sub goalkeepers go somewhere to be number one.
For real.
You know, that was there. Like,
that is the reality. Like, he actually is a sub. And that's the maddest thing. And
Darren Fletcher left Man United being on the bench to go and captain a team. You know, that's what man usually do. Man that are squad players somewhere, go somewhere else where they can play. My man rode the bench for his whole career. Do you know what I'm saying? But he had the confidence to think that from Mulder he was gonna go and just be a top manager at Man United. Are you mad?
Yeah.
Now, fam, I don't know where that confidence came. I don't know where that confidence came from. Like, he's actually done his reputation more harm than good, because he'll never get another good job again. Never. Because he don't have the charisma. He doesn't command press conferences well. And he's not a good coach. There's nothing about him. Do you know what I mean? At least with like someone like Ian Holloway, yeah, he's box office. You know what I mean? So even if man's losing, just want to see him on Match of the Day.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
All of them, man, like all of those old school managers, Sam Allardyce and all of them, man, they're all box office, isn't it? You want to hear them. And and that's why Ole, I wish, even from a PR perspective or someone who was close to him, understood that he needs to, for him to elevate himself, he needs to like look at the situation and be like, I need to come across like I know what I'm doing, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And even if he's wrong and strong, it seems like when you hear him post-match, yeah, because I always try to avoid listening to him after a loss, innit? Because it only makes me more upset. But every time after a game, it doesn't look like he is even confident about what he's saying. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. When it pans to him, it doesn't look like he's confident. That's the thing. It doesn't look like he's confident. And at least when you look at someone like Arteta, he looks like he's confident and clear with what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
It looks clear. Whether it's going to work or not, time will tell, innit? But at least he's do you know what I'm saying? He's right and bright or wrong and strong, innit?
Yeah.
He ain't trying. Whereas Ole doesn't look like he is. Like, when you hear him on a press conference, he don't look like he really knows or means what he's saying.
This brother came out and said there's certain man that ain't going to be here and I'm going to be successful. there's a bag of man that are still here that shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know them, and the two men that did leave didn't want to play for you, Alexis and Lukaku.
Someone said Ollie's the Doc Rivers of the NBA. Nah, I don't even want to do Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers gets the finals.
Yeah.
Like let's not even. You know them ones. Doc Rivers ain't using free semis.
And even that, Doc Rivers has the charisma in presses as well. He's got the personality, so people still F with him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's different. But yeah. Ollie, bro, I'm looking. I know. I've now noticed it. Look, the last couple of years with social media blowing up and footballers even interacting more, coaches and players interacting more, it shows how much clubs who even are in Italy, like Inter Milan or Jadon Sancho at Dortmund, it shows how much they watch all of these other games and they watch how all these other men move. Yeah. I don't know how much these men respect Ollie. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is an important factor. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm worried that when Man United, even as a stature as a club, we're dragging it down by having a manager like Ollie. And I mean, I want all the best for Ollie in his career, innit? Like, I like him as a person. I liked him as a player. He was a legend for Man United. But this might be one step too far.
Bruv, now even Xavi refused the Barcelona job because he wasn't ready.
Exactly. That shows love. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fam, joke thing. Do you know what I mean? So when I look at that, honestly, I can't take man serious.
Come like I'm a junior builder, and one of my friends asked me to build them their house. I'm not gonna say I'll do it because I love my friend too much. I'm not gonna build a house as a junior builder. That's the same thing,
bro. Like when it's your house, cool, innit? I'll try a thing.
Yeah,
but I'm not coming to try the thing in your yard.
His house was mold, innit? So he done his thing there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can fix the washing machine in your own house, but I'm not going to my brethren's yard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To fix his washing machine. I don't fix washing machines, G. I fixed mine, but I'm not coming to fix yours. Because if I break your washing machine, it's peak.
Unless you didn't care. Then
there you go. There you go, innit, blood? And you better have money to buy me a new one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there you go, innit? So man's a cowboy. That's just what it is, innit? Like, you know what I mean? It's the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's what Manchester United are right now. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's just getting a fucking go. So there you go.
There you go. People saying we finished third or we got to 3 semi-finals. Like, yeah, you can gloss it up in any way, shape, or form, innit? But the reality is,
there you go. And look at this, what my man said as well. Ji-Sung Park went QPR and was captain.
Straight up.
After riding bench at Man United. You know them ones there. Like, these men go and they have careers. You know what I mean? You have players like Danny Simpson, left Man United, went to play first team for Leicester. Do you know what I mean? Kieran Richardson, all these bres. Ollie rode bench for his whole career, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man never had the arrogance to go be the main man somewhere else. And all of a sudden, man's arrogant enough to think that he can manage Man United.
Which is mad, because as a substitute, I guarantee that the offers were flooding in for him every summer. Do you know what I'm saying? And don't get twisted, I know Man United at certain times would have been difficult, saying they didn't want him to leave. But there was times Man United had 4 or 5 strikers.
Bro, Ollie was banging goals, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a 4-class striker, but I tell you what, there would have been teams in for him.
100%. Look, we've all watched, I don't know if you've seen more episodes of the All or Nothing documentary, yeah? You see what happens when the likes of Eriksen, for example, wanted to leave Tottenham. Bro, even if the club doesn't want you to leave, if you push and say, look, I want to go. I need to further my career. I need to do this. Bro, sooner or later, Fergie would have let him go, innit? Out of the love and respect of him, they would have let him go. Fergie wouldn't have let him stay on the bench, rotting away for 3 or 4, 5 more years. So what that means to me is that Ollie didn't want to leave.
Yep.
That's it.
Bro, Carlos Queiroz left Man United to manage Real Madrid. If Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna leave now, where they going?
Yeah.
Where they going? Nowhere in the Prem. Where they going, guys? League 2. Maybe a League 1 thing. They couldn't even get a job at Derby County, fam.
Yeah, it's all mad. It's all mad.
This is where we are. Do you know what I'm saying? But honestly, Mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a mazzoline, bro. And just to finish off on the United thing, bro, it's not harsh at all, bro. You think Darren Fletcher didn't love Man United, bro? Ollie was from Norway, blood. You can't, bro. He's not even British. You know what I'm saying? He's not even British. Like, how much does he really love the club? He didn't grow up wanting to play for Man United, bro. It wasn't that deep. You know them ones.
I think sometimes.
Bro, did he love Man United more than Phil Neville?
Exactly. There's sometimes
Phil Neville left Man United to go and play for Everton. I don't know if he captained Everton, but I think he might have.
I think he did.
Yeah.
And if he didn't, it's only because Tim Cahill was there, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think Phil Neville captained Everton. I think
that's the thing. Don't always equate the length of time a certain player stays at a club to love. It doesn't mean that. Phil Jones has been at the club for 10 years, bro. It could just mean, bro.
That comment was amazing. I remember that. He took your number 20 shirt and he won us the Premier League. He actually won us the Prem. You know them ones. He wasn't the backup dancer. He actually won it for us. I remember when he said that. That was amazing. You know what I mean? Man can't chat to Robin van Persie. Man said rude, you know, because that's what I mean. The Dutch.
RBP talks realist as well.
He had Ollie on the ropes. Blood. Oi, amazing. You know them ones there. Man need to stop mistaking, the love and that. Ollie was a Liverpool fan. So was John O'Shea.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So man think that he grew up sleeping in flipping George Best pajamas. He didn't, mate.
People need to understand that. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like I said, Michael Owen weren't a Liverpool fan, but before Michael Owen left Liverpool, everyone was thinking he was flipping for the Cup 24/7. That's it. The only difference between him is that he was more ambitious at the time and he left to go to another club. And I feel like his ambition matches it, not loyalty. Don't mix ambition with loyalty.
Facts, and facts, blood. Do you know what I mean? RVP, my legend. And the Carabao Cup, bro. Like, obviously, our game yesterday, man, don't really need to go into too much about it, bro. I'm tired of talking about it. It was dead. Do you know what I mean? That competition's gonna be interesting, blood. It's gonna be interesting. I think that Tottenham are gonna try and win that this season.
For real. Like, I feel like Ollie. Like I said, we're not even talking about Man United now. We're talking about overall. But I will say, I feel like from the next round, we're going to see teams play their strongest team besides Liverpool. Because I feel like Klopp is going to start doing what Fergie used to do, innit? It seems like. I think he's tried to look at how Fergie created dominance in the Premier League and focus on the Champions League year on, year out. And I feel like every year, this is what Klopp's just going to focus on, the league and the Champions League. And the two domestic cups, he don't care about. I don't think Klopp's going to rate it in any way, shape or form.
Never.
Yeah, and that's it. Obviously, that's a controversial statement. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a controversial aspect and opinion. But I feel like the way he plays in high press and the way a lot of clubs play, you can't play week in, week out of the strongest side. You just can't do it.
You can't.
You can't do it anymore.
No,
and that's the weight. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's got to look at it and be like, which competitions do I really care about? And you've got to kind of strike when the iron's hot. When your club is this good and when Liverpool is this good and they've got so many players at their peak, they've got to go for the league again. And they've got to go for the Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of teams, that's why they don't kick on the following year and win back-to-back, so they don't win three titles in a row. Because their expectations change year on, year out. They're not focused like Fergie used to be. We're going again for the same thing that we went for last year, the Premier League. We're not trying to fill our bag with these cups that I don't care about or we don't care about. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Carabao is going to be more important to teams that just don't win a lot or have not won trophies over the last couple of years, isn't it? That's what I think.
Yep, absolutely, bro. And that's exactly a Liverpool starting 11 in cups for years, blood. You see that cup? Them man pull out second string. They'll change all 9 man and still win, you know.
They'll still win. Still win. That, bro, that happened last year. They changed that 11 man.
Bruv, and smoke. When they smoked Everton, bruv, and you see my man. What's my man for Liverpool with the ponytail? He's wavy. The Scouser youth, blood.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
What's his name? You man, there's some Liverpool fans in here. I know there is. He's a bad boy footballer, bruv. He looks mad arrogant. I love him. You know them ones just with the little fucking top knot. He's cold, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And he might banged a couple goals, I think. You know, Elliot, bruv. Elliot, bruv. Harvey Elliott, bad boy footballer, fam. Yeah. You know that. Do you know what I'm saying? He's cold.
Yeah, him and Curtis Jones are going to play a lot.
Yeah, that's it. Them two. Him and Jones, wavy ballers, cuz. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, this is exactly what United should be doing. That's what United should be doing. That's what they should be doing, but they're not doing it, bro. And that's what we talk about, how well clubs are run. Liverpool can change 8 man and still win games. That shows how the clubs run, because it shows the recruitment, the coaching, and everything is up to scratch. When United change 2 man and all of a sudden you got to start fucking Harry Maguire against Luton because you're worried.
Bro, the maddest thing about it is that game, when you looked at the starting 11, I was thinking this game, Man United should win easily. That starting 11 is still good enough to win easily, innit? But
that's a starting 11 that you would expect to win a Premier League game.
Bro, do you know what I'm saying? 100%. But yeah, we were 75 minutes into the game and Luton was scratching their heads about how they somehow weren't drawing or winning the game.
Yeah, they were like, right, how are we not in
by the way, even Luton weren't playing their best team.
Yeah, they weren't. They made bad changes.
So we just about beat their second string.
And we beat them purely down to fitness, because we scored 2 of them late goals because you can see they were getting tired.
And ability.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah, and quality as well. But also, we just out-hustled them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We out-hustled them. That's what we did at the end, because you could see they were killing us on the counter early. And then as the game went on, you could see their counter-attack was dwindling, because they're getting tired, innit? They're not used to playing at that tempo, against that level of player, innit? They're not used to doing that much running. So you saw the players, and also it's still their pre-season kind of.
Bro, we ended the game with Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, Rashford.
And that's why we scored the goals. It was brilliant. It wasn't down to coaching.
They had to come on. They had to come on to save us against Luton. Like, come on, man. Bro, that's mad. But like I said, be wrong and strong sometimes. Like, by bringing them on, all of these things is what makes people lose more confidence in the coaching and the management, because you've just confirmed that we need them to win the game. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just mad. It almost would have been better just to kind of save faith, move it around and just not bring them on in it. And in that way, you could just say, look, we're resting our man. These players were getting a run out. But I just feel like that's the confusion with Manchester United right now. That Manchester United look like a club that are relying solely on the talent of the players to see them through. And after the pandemic, after COVID, after we came back for the last however many games of the season, that was proof that we were winning games on ability and penalties.
Yeah. No, it was mainly penalties. We got outplayed by West Ham. We got outplayed by Southampton. Do you know what I'm saying? There were loads of games we got outplayed by. If I remember correctly, the West Ham game, we did get a penalty, didn't we?
The game as well.
Yeah. We've been shocking. Do you
know what I'm saying?
What are you saying about man like Dele Alli, blood? Man like Dele Alli, bro. Oh, he's dying a slow death at Spurs, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, from watching the All or Nothing documentary, we already know that he's not a guy who trains well. It seems like his head's like kind of everywhere. So, like I said, he's a nice guy. I've met him quite a few times. He seems like he's a nice guy in general. Like, I don't think it's a thing where he's been rude to the manager or the coaches, or he's fell out like that. But I do feel he's got to a point that he's not.
One second, bro. Keep going in. My door's gone.
I feel like he's a situation where he's not in the plan of the club. The way he plays, like, he doesn't play expansive enough. He doesn't give enough energy when he's off the field. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like right now, Mourinho wants players who is performing on and off the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? They're loud in the dressing room. I think that is very, very important. I feel like the training regime is very, very important. Who's giving 100%? And I feel like someone like Dele Alli doesn't match the sort of players that that Mourinho loved growing up. Essien, Drogba, all of these men that probably gave 100% off the field, in training, gave 100% in the dressing room, was loud, was expansive, but also on the field as well. And Dele Alli's only one of those three. That's the problem. Like when his ability's there, he's up there. What I was saying, Rants, was like, man, like, especially someone like Mourinho, at the moment, it seems like he's the sort of player who wants players who give 100% all the time, innit?
Who are hungry. Dele Alli looks like he just wants to go there, have fun with his friends like he's at school.
Exactly. High five Harry Winks in that. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? And Harry Winks is another player who probably would teeter on that. If he doesn't buck up, I can't see Harry Winks being there for a lot.
I think if he gets rid of Dele Alli, it will help Harry Winks, because I feel like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to make assumptions about people's characters because I don't know him. But he seems almost like, you know, in school, there's that guy that just disrupts the class, blood.
Yeah.
You know the ones where he just the class. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He just, he just disrupts the class and he gets everyone else doing fuckeries. Yeah. You know the ones there, and I feel like.
But Dele Alli has avoided criticism from his probably Poch and Mourinho and the fans because he's got so much ability in his feet. He was scoring goals. Yeah. And what Dele Alli's really good at is he keeps getting these purple patches in it. He keeps getting these patches of his career where he'll score 8 and 10. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll just go through that. Then he'll fall away for 6 months again. Do you know what I'm saying? He does that a lot. Over the last 3 or 4 years, he's done that quite a few times. And I feel like that is the reason why people like Dele Alli, especially fans of Spurs, because he's a big game player. In a lot of big games, he does come alive, innit? And he does show up, especially when Kane looks tired or Kane is injured. He has come up for them over the last 2 years.
Dele Alli needs to be. I think if you use Dele Alli how Man United use Bruno, I think Dele Alli scores goals, bruv. On a level, I'd love to have a player like him in my team as a manager, because genuinely he's mad talented, fam. He's mad talented. That's why man called him Pele Alli in the first place. That's where my brother got it from, like, because bruv, he's cold. He's actually a sick footballer. Like, you see the assist that man done when he fell on the floor and he flicked it, and bruv, bro, you can't teach that.
You know, we talk about tech all the time, innit? And the lack of English tech, innit? Yeah. He's got tech like a cultured European footballer. Do you know what I'm saying? He has that flair and ability and that tech that you normally see playing in Spain, which is why there's a lot of people saying he'll fit very well in another country, innit? But I think ability-wise he would, but not culturally, not in the sense of how he is as a person. But I feel in the way he plays as a footballer, I think he'll suit in another country 100%.
If Ali went, if Ali went to like Italy or something like that, where he was allowed to play as like an old school number 10, not a new school number 10, an old school number 10, like the way Bergkamp and Cantona and them man used to play off the front, man. Honestly, you see where Steven Gerrard played off Fernando Torres, bro. If you play Dele Alli off Harry Kane as the second striker, and you give him the license where he doesn't really need to track back, and he can just link things, and bro, he'll score bare goals. I promise you.
I think the whole Gareth Bale thing coming in is now
because Gareth Bale is going to get the license, the freedom that Dele Alli hasn't been given. You know them ones, and sometimes you have to be good enough to earn that. Yeah,
exactly. Like I don't know how it will work in it, but what I'll say is that is a good front three in it. Son, Kane, and Bale. But let's see what Bale shows up in it. That's what we all want to see in it. But I can't see, bro. In an ideal scenario for Tottenham fans, they would have them three with Dele Alli in the pocket, and then they'll have.
But you need a wall, but you need a wall behind them, though. You can't have Ndombele.
You'd have to have Ndombele, bro. Of course, 100%. But I feel like if in an ideal world, Dele Alli would stay at the club from a Tottenham perspective, but I don't know if he's going to want to play second fiddle, because I can't see him playing every game, and I can't see Mourinho playing Son, Bale, and Dele Alli all in the same team, innit? Can't see it happening.
Yeah, Ali's a second striker, bro. He's not. I don't think he's rubbish, though. I don't. I just think that it's just gone stale. It's gone stale at Tottenham for whatever reason. Do you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I think he's good, bruv.
No,
I do
look,
think he's good.
someone saying about Kane playing it. Listen, that was just tactics because Kane, everyone knows Kane is going to be the focal point of most teams' tactics before the game, like the opposing team. And obviously, Mourinho probably guessed that Hasenhüttl was gonna suppress Kane and have 2 or 3 men around him. So what they done instead is drop Kane and let Son be the man who ran on. I don't think that's something that Kane's going to be doing week in, week out, personally. But we'll see.
Bro, and this is a very good comment here. He can play in the 10 if you have creativity elsewhere. Exactly, because Dele Alli, yeah, is not a creative player. He scores goals, blood. He's not going to play your killer ball, your little slide rule ball and all of that. He's a guy that's going to pop up late and bag goals. That's what he's going to do. You know them, man. So if you have a Dele Alli in your team, you need creativity elsewhere. You can't have Dele Alli in there, but with no Eriksen. Now, it doesn't work because who's creating the chances, bro? And especially in the era now where a lot of these men are obsessed with goals and fucking assists, yeah? If he's not playing these slide rule passes and that, then what's he doing? He's not an orthodox number 10.
Yeah.
He's not an orthodox number 10 that's going to create loads of chances for people. But I tell you what, if you give him the freedom to roam around that box, he'll get in there. He'll score headers. He'll score bicycle kicks. The goal he scored against Man United as well, bruv, when he hooked that ball over his head and that, bruv, the guy can play.
He can.
He can play. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not his biggest fan of his personality and that, but the guy can flipping play, bruv. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing he can do, innit? There's a lot of things I don't like about him, but the guy can play football, and I'll never take that away from him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
man, I just hope certain players of that ability, I just hope they get whatever happens, we see them playing more often in it. I don't like seeing players like him on the bench, or even players of the quality of Ozil. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's just rotting away. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sad to see. It's sad to see. Do you know what I'm saying? When you see a player of that quality and you know they're only going to start 3 or 4 games a year and that. That.
Facts.
So,
facts.
like I was about the Ozil situation, bro, if he's not going to play, then he should go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
100%. You, man, smash the like button. Big up, mods. How many likes are we in here? Before we wrap this up, obviously, big up for watching the show. Make sure you follow Akeem. Do you know what I'm saying? You already know the thing. You, man, already know the thing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So make sure you, man, do that, and we're gonna push. We're gonna push that. Good interaction today, man. Up where we're over 500. Cool. Like we got 1.5 watching now. It should be higher. You lot make sure that you smash the like before you leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't cost you nothing. We're back tonight. Well, I'm back tonight with Saeed at 7 o'clock still. So no, I'm saying man's got to shoot now. But yo, we'll catch up this evening. Make sure you follow Akeem. Is there anything else you wanna plug, bro, before we leave?
Nothing for now, bro. Just all love.
But big up all you, man. Exactly. Keep supporting the thing, man. And yo, we're flying, bro. Like man's over 2,000 subs this month already still. So by the end of next month, I'm due to hit 50K. So big up all you lot. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, boy, we're making moves, man. Let's get this to 700 likes. Slap the like before you leave. And I'll catch you, man, at 7 o'clock tonight.